Listen closely. This is for you. There is a version of you that must die. Not in the physical sense, but in the spiritual, mental, and emotional sense. A version that is clinging to comfort, hiding from truth, resisting change, and sabotaging your future. And if you do not kill that version of you, it will kill your potential. The greatest tragedy of man is not his failure. It is his refusal to evolve. His tolerance for being almost who he's supposed to be. His comfort with being better than average, yet miles from exceptional. Growth is not a matter of luck. It is not an accident. Growth is a duty. And it does not happen when it is convenient. It happens when it is demanded. You must force yourself to outgrow who you've been. Because that old version of you that was built in survival, that was shaped by fear, that was tolerated by your past, but it cannot be carried into your future. It is not enough to dream of a better life. You must become the person capable of living it. And that becoming is violent. It requires sacrifice. It requires discomfort. It requires daily war with the parts of you that crave ease over excellence. The man you've been is not the man who will take you where you're going. That version of you, complacent, uncertain, distracted, must be broken down. His habits dismantled, his excuses exposed, his story rewritten. Do you want a new life? Then let go of the identity that is addicted to the old one. This transformation will not feel like progress. It will feel like pain. But do not fear that pain. That pain is the sound of your limitations being shattered. It is the scream of your old self resisting extinction. Let it scream. Let it burn. Let it go. Because your higher self is waiting, watching, ready to emerge the moment you stop coddling the weaker version of you. The old you wakes up late. The new you dominates mornings. The old you avoids responsibility. The new you seeks it out. The old you escapes through distractions. The new you pursues discipline with obsession. You will never reach your potential while dragging around the corpse of your past identity. You must bury him. And burying him is not done once. It is done daily. Every time you wake up and choose intention over impulse. Every time you move when you don't feel like it. Every time you do the work without applause. Growth is not found in comfort. Growth is not found in motivation. Growth is found in the resistance, in the friction between who you are and who you're becoming. So stop asking for easy. Easy will betray you. Easy is the comfort food of failure. Instead, ask for truth. Ask for challenge. Ask for the pressure that forges character. Because here is what most will never understand. Your future self, the one who has power, peace, purpose, he is already inside you. But he is trapped under the weight of your current habits. He is suffocating beneath your excuses. He is screaming behind your distractions. And only you can set him free. Not with words, not with dreams, but with daily disciplined action. You cannot rise while you remain loyal to who you've been. That loyalty must be broken. That version of you, the one who settles, who hides, who hesitates, he must be betrayed. Yes, betrayed. Because that version of you has betrayed your potential long enough. If you want to rise, you must declare war on your lower nature. You must make your old habits uncomfortable, your old excuses unacceptable, your old patterns unbearable. Stop trying to improve that old version of yourself. He's not worth saving. He was never designed for the heights you're about to reach. You must replace him, not with luck, not with hope, but with brutal, disciplined, intentional growth. I tell you this not to inspire you. I tell you this because it is required. Because mediocrity has a gravity. And if you don't push against it with everything you've got, it will pull you back. Understand this. Change will cost you your comfort, your pride, your laziness. But staying the same will cost you everything. Your purpose, your peace, your potential. So stop waiting for the right moment. It doesn't exist. The only right time is the one you decide. Decide now that you are done negotiating with your limitations. Decide now that your old self no longer gets a vote. Decide now that your life will not be dictated by how you feel, but by what you decide. Because growth does not care how you feel. It responds only to one thing: action. You will feel tired. Keep going. You will feel fear. Push forward. You will feel doubt. Act anyway, because the only way to silence fear is to outgrow it. The only way to destroy doubt is to drown it in progress. The only way to kill the old version of you is to starve him of indulgence and feed him discomfort. You see, the old you was created by accident, through habits you didn't choose, beliefs you inherited, pain you never processed. But the new you, he will be forged by design. He will not come from comfort. He will be summoned in discomfort, built in silence, sharpened in solitude. And eventually he will rise, not because he was lucky, but because you were willing to do what was hard, willing to be misunderstood, willing to demand more from yourself than anyone else ever did. That is the path of all great men. They outgrow their past. They outlast their weakness. They outdiscipline their distractions. They shed their skin to reveal something unrecognizable. That is what you are doing now. This is not reinvention. This is resurrection. And it begins with a decision. I will no longer live in the shell of who I used to be. Because every day you hesitate, the old you wins. Every time you justify your laziness, the old you tightens his grip. Every time you surrender to comfort, you give him one more day of life. Enough. The world does not need another man stuck in his past. The world needs you. The real you. The focused, fire-breathing, risk-taking, truth-speaking version of you, who no longer waits to be chosen, because he has already chosen himself. The man who no longer tiptoes around his greatness, but owns it without apology. He is not built overnight, but he is built one brick at a time, one decision at a time, one moment of discomfort at a time. And brick by brick you rise, out of the ashes of your former self, out of the wreckage of your old beliefs, out of the prison of your comfort zone. Because you were never meant to stay the same. You were never designed to plateau. You were created for evolution, and evolution is not optional. It is urgent. You either evolve or you decay. You either rise or you rot. You either kill the old version of you, or you become him. So choose now, not later. Now. Because if you don't outgrow your old life, it will become your graveyard. And you weren't born to die in mediocrity.